Someone found $18,800 in a $50 bag of pennies from their bank. The difference between that penny and yours, 0.6 grams. That's it. Recently, people lined up for hours to cash in their pennies for double the value at Giant Eagle's grocery stores. Most of them made a huge mistake. They didn't check their pennies' value first. Some pennies are indeed worth only 1 cent. Some are worth 3 cents. And a very small number are worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. One coin worth $50 to even $100 could be sitting there right now, in your drawer, purse, pocket, or jar, and you'd have no idea. Knowing a simple 5-minute 3-pile test changes that. But here's the problem. The U.S. Mint stopped making pennies in late 2025. Also, retail promotions come and go. And once you cash something in, you can't undo it. $200 for $100 worth of pennies is a good deal, but a terrible trade for valuable coins. So before you rush to cash in your pennies, let's talk about why 1982 changed everything. A collector in Minnesota named Paul Malone was sorting through a $50 bag of pennies. It was snowing outside and he had nothing better to do. So he pulled out his homemade balance scale. In the last handful of coins, he found something unexpected. A 1982 D small date penny that weighed 3.1 grams. Stack's Bowers auction. Final sale price, $18,800. Coin experts searched for this penny for 34 years. Most thought it didn't exist, but Paul found it in a bag from his local bank. Here's the test he used, and you can do it right now. Grab any 1982 penny, put it on a kitchen scale. If it weighs 3.1 grams, keep it. If it weighs 2.5 grams, it's worth face value only. That's the test. You probably have dozens of 1982 pennies at home. If it weighs 3.1 grams, keep it. Even common copper pennies can sell for 3 to 5 times face value. That's 3 to 5 cents each. Not a fortune. But if you have 50 of them, that's $1.50 to $2.50 instead of 50 cents. Most people throw them away without ever checking. Stick around. Find out what to do and what not to do with the pennies you own. 1982 was the year the penny broke. Copper prices soared. The U.S. Mint realized something embarrassing. It cost more than 1 cent to make a 1-cent coin. Sound familiar? So they made a decision. Switch from copper to zinc. But here's where it gets interesting. They made both types in the same year. Before 1982 and early 1982, 95% copper s 3.11 grams. Late 1982 and after, 97.5% zinc, 2.5 grams. Copper pennies age. They develop patina. They hold intrinsic metal value. Zinc pennies corrode. They flake. They literally decay over time. But here's what most coin dealers won't tell you. 1982 has 7 different varieties. Copper large date, copper small date, zinc large date, zinc small date, different mint marks. Each combination has different value. Some of these varieties are worth $3. Some are worth $300. And you can't tell by looking. You need weight and careful observation. Here's how you sort your pennies at home, using the 3-pile method. Pile 1, pre-1982 pennies. Pile 2, 1982 pennies. Check weight immediately. Pile 3, post-1982 pennies. Face value only. Here's what 90% of people do wrong. They keep every pre-1982 penny thinking they're all valuable. But the real gold, it's in the 1980s twos. Those are the ones with the biggest price gaps. Now, let's talk about 2 extreme cases. First, the most valuable single penny ever sold. In 1943, the U.S. made pennies from steel due to wartime copper restrictions, but a few copper ones slipped through, complete anomalies. The 1943 D sold at auction for $1.7 million in 2010. Only 20 to 40 exist total. But here's the recent story that made headlines in late 2025. The U.S. Mint sold the final pennies ever minted, 232 sets, Each set had 3 coins, 2 regular 2025 pennies, and 1 24-karat gold penny. Total sale, $16.7 million. The last set, set number 232, containing the very last pennies ever struck, sold for $800,000 alone. This wasn't about rarity from an accident. This was about finality, the end of a 232-year tradition, and collectors went absolutely wild. Here's what separates a $3 penny from a $300 penny: metal content, condition, errors, scarcity in high grade. Here's what's not obvious. A common penny in perfect condition can be worth more than a rare penny in bad shape. Condition often outweighs rarity. Example: a crisp pre-1982 penny with no scratches can sell for 3 to 5 times melt value. But a rare zinc penny with wear might only be worth face value. Here's what not to do with your pennies. Mistake number 1, don't hoard zinc pennies. Mistake number 2, don't sell without sorting first. Mistake number 3, don't expect miracles. Most pennies are just pennies, but here's the reality. If you have jars full of pennies, even a few high-value ones could be worth $50 to $100. Just by checking weight and condition, that's real money sitting in your drawer. So, you found a 1982 penny that weighs 3.1 grams. Now what? Here's your next steps. 1. Check what similar ones actually sold for. Go to eBay, scroll to the bottom, click Sold Items. That's where real prices live, not the asking prices at the top. A coin listed for $20 might only sell for $3. Completed sales are reality. Asking prices are fiction. 2. If it looks valuable and you want to maximize the sale, get it graded. Go to pcgs.com or ngccoin.com. They authenticate it, seal it, and maximize its value, which creates buyers' trust. 3. Where to sell. eBay works for most copper pennies. Local coin shops will buy on the spot, but pay less. Consider professional auctions like Heritage or Stack's Bowers, only if it's rare and graded. Most pennies won't need an auction house. The goal isn't to get rich from pennies, but to develop the habit of checking every asset before you liquidate it. Clarity beats hope every time. The penny lesson isn't about getting rich. It's about understanding which money decays and which money deserves attention. Check your 1982 pennies. Use the 3-pile method and treat even small coins with respect. Money ignored shrinks. Here's the bigger idea. The habits you build watching pennies are the same habits that protect millions. Stop paying attention. You could lose hundreds, thousands, or even millions. One final thought. The mint struck the final pennies, marking them with an omega symbol, the end of an era. And those final coins are already worth $72,000 on average per set. Scarcity and history create value. Attention creates opportunity. Around here, we make sense. When you understand what you own, you can grow your change, compound your cash, and double your stash. Stay curious, stay prepared, and I'll see you in the next one.